The choices that shape you, are you aware of what's influencing you? Unconsciously formed or consciously chosen? 3 John 1:11. But you, my dear friend, should not follow this bad example, but the good one. For only those who do good are children of God. Those who do evil do not know God. There are decisions that we make consciously, and then there are those that simply creep in. Those that we don't really notice because they don't come across as a major fork in the road, but as everyday little things. A word that we adopt, an attitude that we acquire, a way of thinking that quietly nestles in us. Not because we wanted to, but because it was normal. This is exactly where the impulse comes in. What are you actually guided by? And do you even notice it? Because we humans adopt more than we think. We allow ourselves to be shaped by the people around us, by what we see, hear, believe. The only question is, what rubs off on you? John puts it radically in his letter. Taking an evil is easy. Choosing good requires a conscious decision. And this decision is not reflected in great heroic deeds, but in small things, in your attitude, in your language, in what you pass on. Are you someone who makes others breathe a sigh of relief? Or someone who just reproduces what is happening at the moment? And yes, that is uncomfortable, because it means that sometimes you have to swim against the current, that you might not laugh when someone is gossiped about. You might be seen as complicated because you don't join in when everyone is upset about the same thing. But it also means that you can be a person who doesn't just react, but actively brings something positive into it. Someone who carries something that the world doesn't just produce, real goodness. And that changes more than you realize. So where are you? What influences do you shape? And what do you let into your life? Maybe it's time for an honest look, because what rubs off on you eventually becomes who you are. Questions for further study or group discussions. 1. What are the influences in your life that shape you, consciously or unconsciously? 2. In which areas do you notice that you are perhaps going along more than you would like? 3. What would be a conscious decision that you could make this week to more actively choose the good? Parallel Bible texts as slogans. Romans 12:2. Do not conform to this spirit of the times, but be transformed. 1 Corinthians 15:33. Bad company corrupts good morals. Psalm 1:1-2. Happy is the one who follows the law of the Lord, not the counsel of the wicked. Philippians 4:8. Think about what is good and noble and praiseworthy